Welcome everyone. Today we are talking here with Jovencito Dalton Kreiss. This is Heritage Mezcal. I am Chava Peribán. And before I even tell you what we're going to talk about, Dalton, I'm going to serve you some beautiful Inaquidens distilled with oranges from Jorge Perez.
Nice.
Out of Rio de Parras.
This is my agave of choice the last couple months.
Inaquidens?
Yeah, you know how you go in and out of your hyper-focused obsessions? Inaquidens for about 3 or 4 months has been my obsession.
And I think it's the only way to quite understand agaves and regions. You have to get obsessive for a little bit. Otherwise, it's just too much to grasp. Well, sir,
cheers.
Welcome again.
Salud.
Cheers.
Oh, that's nice.
I thought you were going to shoot it.
It ties to our other conversation a little bit.
Yeah, right? That's so good.
That's great.
It's lovely. So
Jeez.
I wanted to talk to you about something that I think 99% of the people listening to this podcast will claim has nothing to do with mezcal, but I'll bring it back. I'll connect it to mezcal. So as you may have known, and I've walked into your house a few times, and you have 2 very large dogs.
Medium dogs, come on.
Okay, let me just say smelly, hairy dogs. How about that? I don't even care about the size.
Beautifully smelly, yes.
Oh, Lord. It's just terrible. And I was having a discussion with my parents, and my father is a farmer. My mother does whatever she wants to do. But I guess they both grew in rural Mexico. And we were talking about this thing that we found confounding. It's like if I will have bet, I will have never guessed that my generation, like the kids that right now are I'm 34, so let's say 25 to 45, will have had an intense obsession with dogs.
See, I don't know if I agree. It's cool to be sensitive now emotional, and that goes hand in hand.
And the only reason why I was saying that I had this conversation with my parents is because my dad is a farmer. It's sort of nature and living entities are always a challenge. It's always work. He has never had a garden in his life because no, that's work. To keep healthy trees, that's what I do for work. So I don't want to be working when I'm chilling at my house. Dogs being an exaggeration of that. So
what's the question here, Chava?
Why do you have dogs? Why do you have dogs?
Oh man, there's my personal reasons, but there's a whole biological evolution.
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
Behind dogs.
Please do that.
The evolution.
Go for both. For both.
What's the doc on Netflix that takes you back? I don't know. 50,000 years, I think, where wolves started.
Okay, no, I don't care about that. No, just talk out your emotional reasoning.
Why do I have dogs? They make me happy, and I make them happy, and we're partners. They're my best friend, and I'm their best friend, and some of us just have these human needs you're not in touch with, Chava, of just
right, please, I want
love
some
emotion and empathy. It feels good to take care of something, and they take care of me too.
Roy, can you please put some emotional music?
Do some
So for me, it's also interesting because the time that I was living in Oaxaca, and I'm pretty sure you're aware of this, the relationship that a lot of farmers there and mezcaleros and whatnot have with dogs.
Yeah.
I think it's that of care and love, but it doesn't resemble what I see people doing with the dogs in the city. Would you agree with me?
Of course I agree with you.
well,
I mean, even Oaxaca versus Mexico City, the city.
So how would you describe that difference? I'm just curious because, again, you're the expert on this.
Not emotional differentiation, but in Oaxaca and in the farms, they are first and foremost a tool or an asset. And then that asset is also welcomed into the family. Whereas in Mexico City and in the US, the dog is part of the family. They will go get their Christmas portrait and that dog is going to be in the Christmas portrait. That would never happen in Oaxaca or on one of these palenques. But why?
No. I'm remembering right now, I used to be with this woman that was from New York. And I think the first time where she was very clear that she couldn't be with me anymore is because one of her friends were talking with her, and she's like, I'm a masseuse. I give massages for a living. And lately a big market of mine have been dogs. And I laughed so loud.
It's pretty progressive. Pretty progressive.
I couldn't grasp that, and that was like 7 years ago. That was not even so close.
Oh.
So I like just. I guess what I am trying to say here, I do have an agenda. Well, I just what is too much? Like,
this isn't gonna make
no, it is. It has to do it. Well, no, it's something that really, because
you know who you need to talk to about this is Anna Bruce.
Well, I was going to mention her. She
has
was the
Palenques and Dogs book.
Yes,
Palenque and Perros,
and she was the photographer for Melate for a long time. And she made a really good-looking book that it's about dogs in palenques.
Yeah,
and
awesome
I think
book.
Everybody that has gone to a palenque has seen dogs around.
Yeah.
Like that's an inescapable situation.
Every palenque has dogs.
And I worked at also a glass studio that had 6 dogs that were always around, and I didn't mind them. Like I thought they were cool kids. You know, like they were around. I
got bit once.
I've been bitten a few times.
Yeah, at the palenque.
I mean, not by the ones at Glass Studio, but I've been bitten a few times in Oaxaca. Maybe that's why I probably don't profess as such deep love. But like, I think it's a very healthy relationship, the one that they have in these palenques with the dogs. Like,
and ours is unhealthy.
Well, I
gotta say, for me, the dogs serve a really nice purpose. I think having dogs really allows you to focus on other areas of your life.
You're laughing because I'm laughing now.
It's easy to be single and like focused on other things in your life when you have a little bit of love waiting for you at home. So is that healthy or unhealthy? I don't know. I do know it's very healthy.
It's very healthy.
It's very healthy.
Dr. Dalton Kreiss.
We should get you a dog and just spend 1 or 2 months foster it and just see if your heart exists and opens up.
Well, no, and another part that I have that destroys my mind in this conversation is like dogs and cities for me are things like right now Mexico City.
They're in conflict, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't need it naturally because dogs existed to warn off the other animals or intruders or help hunt the birds. In the city, they're not really. They shifted from being like a tool to an emotional support animal.
And right now, Mexico City is like the Galapagos of dogs.
It's insane. I love it.
Like you see
more dogs on the street than people.
I claim in certain areres there's like a 3-to-1 ratio, 2-to-1 ratio of dogs versus people.
100%, yeah.
And does that make you happy? Like, do you feel okay looking at that?
Yes. Like I live here specifically in this expensive neighborhood because of the trees and the dogs and the bike system. Otherwise, I wouldn't need to pay X amount for rent. But it's like the trees, the dogs, and the bikes is why I live where I live.
Jesus.
More trees in that neighborhood than anywhere in a Mexico neighborhood, I think. Oof. But as it relates to the difference, because you never see a mescalero giving love to his dog. I've never seen him like bring the dog up onto his lap and just pet him the way I did with Tejo at the bar.
I mean, I was about to stand up and leave that table. You
That's
got
ridiculous.
A dog
We're causing no harm to nobody.
20 centimeters away from my glass.
Yeah. No. That's fine. He washes his body with the same soap I use. It's fine.
Yeah, that's what concerns me.
But
it's
definitely related to the hierarchy of needs too. I think in rural Mexico, where they're I don't want to say struggling, but they're focused on making sure they're providing for the next week and the next month. Their hierarchy of needs is different. And I think in these neighborhoods and in the U.S., That's why you see people paying so much money for dog toys and dog food and dog
so you will say
subscriptions.
it's like the ultimate because that is a way that I've been reading
not
that
ultimate
lately.
luxury, but it's
It is a very
it's
intense,
first world
crazy
culture.
luxury. I mean, you have a living entity that depends on you. I mean, I've been seeing the veterinaries here in Mexico City. I mean, they are more advanced than some hospitals. They have like X-rays. They have like...
I mean, the amount of money people spend on dogs, it is a major multi-billion-dollar industry for sure. Hey, but they do protect the house too.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
They are needed in the city for that.
I don't necessarily see that. Well, I guess it seems like I am giving you a really hard time for liking dogs, and I am in a way.
It's fun,
but
it's fun because it shows your audience how heartless you can be about
come on,
dogs.
No, I'm about to sing a heartwarming message.
But why do all these palenques? All of them have dogs. So what are they there for?
That's part of why what I brought up this conversation. I remember so much when I was spending a lot of time in Oaxaca and at Atzompa. Like even the relationship with the animals they eat. And like I think we love to humanize animals in the cities, and I mean like
put clothes on them.
Kiki's, who's the daughter of Mari, which rest in peace. She took care of the goats in her house, right? Goats that she was and her family were going to eat eventually. And there was like sort of a continuum there of love, utility. I'm going to eat this eventually. And it was all part of a integrated system that in a way was very dramatic, right? Like it has its ups and downs, but it was all understood as being part of life. And these obsession with humanizing the dog. Yeah, at the beginning I used to think very badly of it, and that's, I guess, what I'm giving you a little bit of a hard time. And
were you not cared for as a child, and you're jealous of these dogs?
Maybe.
I do have a question, but I'll let you finish.
No, but like, how do you say that? A cradle? How do you say
the baby stroller?
Baby stroller,
which I'm getting for Tuna, my dog.
Good. So the first time I saw that, I was 17, and I was with a bunch of Mexicans in France. And we couldn't believe it. We were sure that the world was about to end.
I'm getting one. She had knee surgery and she won't walk to the park, but she'll play when she gets there. So beyond the point.
But wait. I just want to finish that. But now actually, like it makes me slightly hopeful. You know, like for me, I think that a lot of people will agree that we may be considered to be the most selfish generation in centuries, and the fact that people are willing to sacrifice a lot of their money, freedom, time, and other practicalities in life in order to care for a non-human entity.
This is what I want to get at.
Well, I like that.
Do you have a question, or can I reply?
No, please. Well, I'm just saying I like.
Where are the borders of your empathy? So, you know, some people only care about our country and Americans inside these borders. And it's like, well, why don't you care about the people on the other side of the border? Why don't you care about the people in China in that camp? So like everybody has their limit there. And then some people care about animals and the cows, and they're vegans and vegetarians, and they have empathy, and the dogs. And some people draw the line there, but then some people care about the rainforest and the trees, and not just as it relates to the human sustainability, but the trees themselves and so forth. So like, do you have animals that you have empathy? Like, are you like the human species is all that matters? And like, these are my brothers and sisters in the world. And can I say fuck on the pod? Fuck everything else.
Beep that, Roy.
Beep that, Roy.
Use a clean pot now.
Or do you care about the dolphins and the monkeys and the elephants?
So you know, once you frame it like that, I guess that I wanted to make this episode to change my mind officially. And I mean, you need excuses to change your mind, right? Like at this age and time, it's hard to do that. So honestly, I agree with you. I think that something that is really beautiful about this passion that I see with dogs, that absolutely make fun of. I can absolutely mock, and I was doing for the good chunk of this episode.
Well, the dog massages makes it easy. You can always pick out the extremes.
But I think I like it because I think it's expanding the empathy of people. And I think if we had more of that, we will be a little bit of less of a mess than the one that we are right now in the world. It
transfers into the other mentalities we have about tolerance and acceptance and empathy.
I mean, I fully agree. And that being said,
you'll watch my dogs this weekend when I go.
No way in hell.
Will you put the dogs somewhere on the visual for this podcast?
If you send me pictures, I'm gonna do like the Fight Club approach.
Okay, perfect.
Where every like 20 minutes there's gonna be.
Okay.
Or, well, not 20 minutes. Every 5 minutes there's gonna be some.
Done. It's only gonna help your readership.
Sure. Yeah, dogs. Have last question.
Yep.
My understanding is right now you're single. We are talking about October 2023. Have your dogs found you? Have you made you a more attractive partner to someone?
Yeah, I would say so. Easier to meet people. Not as easy as I thought, given how beautiful my dogs are. I thought it'd be even easier, but it's a little bit of a cheat code, and I'm fine to hide behind that cheat code. The dogs sleeping on the bed has, been a divisive line. But
wait. When you are...
Yeah, the dogs sleep on the bed. That's why you get a big bed and you put a blanket down and they sleep on the bed.
Okay, this is the end of this episode. I don't want to know anything
never
more.
Change it.
Cheers. Adios, vato. Fucking it.
I don't know if we tied that to Mezcal or not, but it was a worthwhile.
I think it's a good episode. I think it's
fun
really
stuff. Now I'm just gonna keep drinking.
This was Heritage Mezcal, the incredibly eclectic podcast that likes to delve into the depths of the country we call Mexico. I am Chava Peribán, your host, and I truly hope you enjoyed this episode. All the sounds, all the music, and now all the videos living in YouTube are made by Roy Sierra. Tómese el mezcalito con gusto y medida y nos miramos al rato.